The opposition MPs that I've spoken to here in the Parliament today have, some of them basically rejected outright the notion that these concessions are really concessions at all, and rather than just a sort of restructuring of the government's strategy. Vitaly Klitschko, who's one of the most prominent opposition leaders, was a bit more cautiously optimistic about things. He said it's certainly not a victory yet, but it's a step in the right direction. Certainly the repeal of these controversial laws will be something that a lot of Ukrainians will be very, very relieved about. It was when these laws were passed on the 16th of January that the whole protest movement sort of really reignited, because people began to fear that Viktor Yanukovych was trying to install a dictatorship in Ukraine. But I think that things have gone much too far now for the protesters to really back down. And also, the ruling party of Regions doesn't actually show much signs of splintering or of feeling particularly weak. I think that they are planning to hang on in there and just hoping that some kind of offer of a compromise can pacify the situation.
Now, the EU's foreign policy chief, Catherine Ashton, was alarmed by talk of a state of emergency just yesterday. She moved her visit forward. What can we expect from her talks with the president and opposition leaders?
If you remember last time Catherine Ashton was in Kiev, the police attempted to crack down and remove the protest camp from Independence Square. So I think that was a sign that this regime doesn't have a huge amount of respect for her. It was certainly taken as a snub by EU diplomats that I know. Tomorrow, I believe Catherine Ashton is due to meet President Viktor Yanukovych, but one person I spoke to earlier close to the Party of Regions was complaining that she hasn't made appointments to talk to various other people in the president's circle and within the establishment in Ukraine who really matter and who have the power to influence decisions, and that she seems to think that meeting the president plus the opposition leaders is going to suffice. So I think people are wondering whether or not this visit is going to be anything more than symbolic. Certainly Ukrainians and the opposition have not been very happy with the EU's policy since this crisis erupted. We seem to be getting lots of declarations, they say, but no action. More and more Ukrainians are calling for sanctions against individuals linked to President Viktor Yanukovych.